Officer Greg Mathers smirked when he saw her. Just a teenage girl in flats and a public school blazer, walking into court like it was a debate club meeting. No lawyer, no parent in sight, just her. He leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, and whispered under his breath, "This'll be quick." He didn't know he was watching the beginning of his own unraveling. Naomi Brooks didn't look like a threat. 17 years old, glasses slipping down her nose, hair tied in a neat bun. She walked with the calm precision of someone who had already read the ending while everyone else was still on page 1. She had been charged with obstruction of justice, interfering with police procedure, after she dared to speak up during an arrest outside her school. Officer Mathers, a Phoenix cop with a history of aggression, had slammed her classmate, Malik, face first into a chain-link fence. Naomi didn't touch anyone. All she did was ask, "Why are you doing that?" And she started recording. That was enough. Mathers cuffed her, shoved her into the cruiser, and wrote her up. Another loudmouth from the east side silenced. But Naomi had something more dangerous than a degree. She had time and a reason. While Mathers assumed she'd take a plea deal, Naomi was at home building a case. Each night after her mom returned from her shift at the VA hospital, Naomi cleared off the kitchen table and opened a binder. It started with a few notes, then grew. A 3-inch fortress, color-coded tabs, printed case records, statutes highlighted, contradictions marked in red and blue. She taught herself the language of courtrooms, memorized cross-examination strategies, practiced her opening statement so many times the second-hand tablet she used would overheat. She even called legal aid hotlines under an alias, just to learn how real attorneys talked about use of force. Above her desk, a sticky note read, "Don't try to sound smart. Try to sound certain." By trial day, she wasn't hoping to win. She came to reveal. The courtroom was full. Teachers showed up. Malik sat in the gallery with his mother. Even a local reporter from the Arizona Tribune had taken a seat in the back. But Officer Mathers didn't look concerned. He'd seen teens like her fold. What he hadn't seen was someone like her prepared. Naomi stood. No theatrics, just clarity. "I'm not a lawyer," she said. "I won't pretend to be. But I know what I saw. And more importantly, I know what I lived." Then, she started cross-examining Officer Mathers like she was born to do it. "Was I a threat to you, sir?" "You were yelling," he replied. She nodded. "I was 12 feet away." "That's correct, isn't it?" Then she played the footage. The audio was shaky, but the tone in her voice was clear, calm, not aggressive, direct, not confrontational. His testimony cracked like old ice. She submitted timestamps, broke down inconsistencies in the report, body language, contradictions, even patterns in his phrasing. Finally, she looked at the judge. "I'm not just arguing innocence," she said. "I'm asking this court to recognize a pattern of escalation, of intimidation. I'm not his first stop, just the first one who brought a binder." You could have heard a pin drop. The judge called for recess. When he returned, his tone had changed. He ordered a full review of Officer Mathers' conduct and previous complaints. No applause followed, just a long exhale from Naomi Brooks, like she'd finally set something heavy down. A week later, think pieces were written. School board meetings began discussing the role of police on campuses. And Naomi, she started getting calls. Black attorneys offered mentorship. Colleges offered pre-law resources. A mock trial scholarship showed up in her inbox. But she wasn't chasing viral moments. She was chasing clarity. One afternoon, her history teacher pulled her aside and slid a folder across the desk. "There's a summer law program at Arizona State. They only take 20 students. I submitted your name." Naomi opened the folder. Didn't cry. Didn't smile. She just nodded. They thought she came to defend herself. But Naomi Brooks came to reveal the truth. And when truth walks in, wearing a school blazer and wireframe glasses, it doesn't ask permission.